1. Which of the following best represents a regulatory requirement for daily forklift inspections under OSHA standards? A. Every 48 hours prior to shift start. B. Weekly, before the start of work. C. At the end of each operating shift. D. Before each use and at least once per shift. 2. A key aspect of forklift maintenance planning in an adult education environment is A. Providing theoretical exams without hands-on assessments. B. Relying on student-led equipment repairs. C. Integrating real-time case studies of forklift malfunctions. D. Ignoring OSHA recommendations in curriculum development. 3. Which communication strategy most effectively supports mentoring forklift operators during inspection procedures? A. Directive correction only after major faults. B. Encouraging silent observation without feedback. C. Real-time coaching with reflective questioning. D. Written instructions only with no verbal feedback. 4. Which component must be checked during a pre-operation inspection? A. Supervisory attendance record. B. Operator's manual revision history. C. Fork condition for cracks or distortions. D. Previous shift's productivity data. 5. When developing curriculum for forklift inspection training, what is the best adult learning principle to apply? A. Rote memorization through repetition. B. Passive lecture style delivery. C. Problem-centered tasks with real equipment. D. Closed book assessments only. 6. An instructor notices inconsistent brake inspections by a trainee. What mentoring technique is best? A. Assign punitive retraining. B. Ignore and allow peer correction. C. Model the inspection and ask guiding questions. D. Replace the trainee immediately. 7. Regulatory compliance requires documentation of A. Operator lunch breaks. B. Forklift use hours only. C. Inspection checklists and deficiencies found. D. Daily shift change logs. 8. Which of the following is not typically included in a forklift inspection checklist? A. Mast operation. B. Tire condition. C. Employee personal schedule. D. Fork alignment. 9. A good evaluation method for forklift maintenance competence includes A. Observational assessment using a rubric. B. Written tests only. C. Self-evaluation with no feedback. D. Peer evaluation with no instructor input. 10. Which of the following would most improve a training session on forklift maintenance? A. Solely using PowerPoint presentations. B. Allowing unmoderated group discussion. C. Integrating hands-on simulation with reflective discussion. D. Skipping the theory portion for faster certification. 11. Which fluid level is essential to check during forklift inspection? A. Transmission fluid. B. Beverage coolant. C. Paint primer. D. Brake light wash. 12. How should a clinical instructor reinforce correct safety practices during inspection? A. Publicly reprimand errors. B. Assign silent observation. C. Reinforce through positive feedback in modeling. D. Avoid correction to reduce embarrassment. 13. Forklift inspection training aligned with adult learning principles should A. Eliminate discussion for time efficiency. B. Be purely instructor-led without learner feedback. C. Leverage prior experience and foster problem solving. D. Focus on abstract theory exclusively. 14. OSHA mandates documentation of A. Internal instructor notes. B. Inspection and maintenance logs. C. Oral feedback only. D. Trainee lunch orders. 15. In mentoring a trainee on forklift maintenance, the most effective approach is A. Assigning routine repetition without explanation. B. Collaborative review of inspection logs. C. Avoiding mistakes by doing tasks for the trainee. D. Withholding feedback until final assessment. 16. Which of the following best demonstrates regulatory compliance? A. Maintaining verbal inspection records. B. Filing inspection checklists weekly. C. Logging all defects and corrective actions daily. D. Skipping documentation if no issues found. 17. Which is most effective in evaluating a trainee's understanding of daily inspections? A. Oral questioning without observation. B. Performance checklist with instructor feedback. C. End-of-week written test only. D. Peer critique with no instructor involvement. 18. An important skill in mentoring forklift operators is A. Providing negative reinforcement. B. Micromanaging each step. C. Fostering self-assessment and critical thinking. D. Ignoring small deviations in procedure. 19. What is the critical risk of skipping forklift maintenance inspections? A. Operator boredom. B. Reduced team morale. C. Increased likelihood of equipment failure. D. Slower completion of tasks. 20. How can curriculum developers ensure forklift inspection training remains effective? A. Update it annually based on learner feedback and regulation changes. B. Keep original content unchanged indefinitely. C. Use general industrial examples not related to forklifts. D. Avoid learner input to maintain control. 21. During forklift inspection training, which evaluation method ensures long-term retention? A. Pop quizzes at random intervals. B. End of training written test only. C. Ongoing skills demonstration with formative feedback. D. Peer assessment without instructor input. 22. Which is the most effective communication method when mentoring a new operator on battery inspection? A. Group lecture with minimal demonstration. B. One-on-one demonstration with step-by-step clarification. C. Emailed procedures only. D. Generalized feedback after the shift ends. 23. Which of the following must be reported immediately after a forklift inspection? A. A scratched paint job. B. Worn company logo. C. Hydraulic fluid leak. D. Operator personal grievances. 24. How can a mentor assess a trainee's ability to identify mechanical issues? A. Observe the trainee during live inspections. B. Give a vocabulary quiz on parts. C. Require written essays on theory. D. Review textbook summaries. 25. What is the best way to align forklift inspection training with regulatory compliance? A. Reference old manuals only. B. Integrate current OSHA standards into instruction. C. Avoid referencing external standards. D. Eliminate policy from curriculum. 26. When designing forklift maintenance curriculum, which principle improves adult learner engagement? A. Memorization of manufacturer data. B. Non-interactive e-learning modules. C. Scenario-based activities tied to real tasks. D. Sole use of formal textbooks. 27. What should be done if a safety defect is discovered during a routine inspection? A. Continue using the forklift with caution. B. Note it mentally for future reporting. C. Notify a supervisor and remove the forklift from service. D. Delegate repair to another employee silently. 28. Which feedback technique is most effective in adult learning environments? A. Immediate, specific, and constructive. B. Delayed, general, and impersonal. C. Avoided to maintain autonomy. D. Publicly shared among the group. 29. What is a critical step in forklift propane tank inspection? A. Checking for proper fuel additive. B. Verifying operator's certification. C. Inspecting for secure connections and leaks. D. Shaking the tank to determine fuel level. 30. A clinical instructor wants to foster reflective practice after forklift inspections. What method works best? A. Hand out a summary sheet. B. Require operator silence during post-task review. C. Skip reflection in favor of faster turnaround. D. Conduct a guided debrief using open-ended questions. 31. Which is a sign of poor forklift maintenance planning? A. Scheduled inspections logged and signed. B. Documented preventive maintenance schedules. C. Reactive repairs only after breakdowns. D. Checklist completed before each use. 32. In forklift maintenance training, when is role-playing most beneficial? A. During administrative safety reporting only. B. In simulation of inspection scenarios and communication. C. For memorizing equipment specifications. D. For silent, individual reflection. 33. How can clinical instruction be best adapted for diverse forklift trainees? A. Apply universal design and provide multimodal content. B. Use one-size-fits-all written manuals. C. Focus only on theoretical concepts. D. Avoid flexibility in training pace. 34. What is the best way to verify a trainee's inspection performance? A. Give a take-home quiz. B. Review a group report. C. Provide open book testing. D. Conduct live performance evaluation. 35. When training forklift operators, mentoring includes A. Simply answering questions as they arise. B. Offering guided experience with scaffolding and feedback. C. Allowing trainees to skip inspection if confident. D. Giving pre-recorded videos with no discussion. 36. A torn seatbelt on a forklift should be A. Noted but considered non-essential. B. Fixed during the next scheduled maintenance. C. Ignored if forklift operates correctly. D. Reported and addressed immediately before use. 37. To maintain OSHA compliance, an instructor should emphasize A. Visual inspection only. B. Daily operation reports. C. Verbal communication of findings. D. Written, dated inspection records. 38. A new forklift curriculum should begin with A. Advanced diagnostics. B. Regulatory framework and basic inspection steps. C. Final exam expectations. D. Daily operator log reviews. 39. What is the advantage of co-assessment in forklift inspection training? A. It reduces instructor workload. B. It encourages independent study. C. It fosters collaborative learning and self-awareness. D. It eliminates accountability. 40. What instructional strategy best develops long-term maintenance habits? A. Teaching emergency procedures only. B. Reinforcing reactive response tactics. C. Promoting daily proactive inspection routines. D. Emphasizing supervisor responsibility. 41. Which statement reflects a key adult learning theory relevant to forklift training? A. Adults learn best when passively receiving information. B. Adults prefer instructor-only control. C. Adults learn best when training is problem-centered and relevant. D. Adults require fewer learning opportunities. 42. What behavior indicates effective forklift inspection mentoring? A. Encouraging shortcuts for speed. B. Letting trainees inspect without supervision. C. Involving trainees in problem solving. D. Avoiding questions during demonstrations. 43. Which component should always be tested during brake inspection? A. Parking brake engagement and release. B. Paint condition of the dashboard. C. Battery voltage. D. Fork alignment. 44. An effective clinical instructor encourages A. Independent work without support. B. Questions, critical thinking, and feedback. C. Fast-paced instruction to save time. D. Passive listening during demonstrations. 45. Which of the following is best assessed through hands-on performance tasks? A. Maintenance budgeting knowledge. B. Forklift model memorization. C. Brake system inspection. D. Company policy comprehension. 46. An experienced operator neglects to report a minor hydraulic leak. What is the best instructor response? A. Praise efficiency and speed. B. Ignore due to experience level. C. Review the procedure and discuss reporting expectations. D. Issue final warning without feedback. 47. The best evaluation strategy to measure inspection competency is A. Oral quiz only. B. Random observation by peers. C. Practical exam with instructor checklist. D. Performance self-reporting. 48. Forklift maintenance curriculum updates should be based on A. The latest OSHA and manufacturer recommendations. B. Operator preferences only. C. Cost-saving objectives. D. Avoiding change for consistency. 49. A strong mentoring strategy involves A. Completing inspections for the trainee. B. Asking guiding questions to stimulate critical thinking. C. Avoiding difficult topics. D. Correcting only after multiple mistakes. 50. How should errors during training inspections be handled? A. Ignore unless critical. B. Use them as coaching opportunities. C. Delay feedback to avoid discouragement. D. Punish with failure marks. 51. What type of checklist ensures consistency in inspection reporting? A. Verbal-only record. B. Informal memory-based notes. C. Standardized written checklist. D. Peer-evaluated scorecard. 52. What is the role of documentation in forklift inspection training? A. Provides an optional record. B. Supports accountability and compliance. C. Can be skipped if memory is reliable. D. Delays the training process. 53. Trainees best retain forklift maintenance knowledge when A. They learn by watching others. B. They copy answers from manuals. C. They apply knowledge in practical, hands-on tasks. D. They memorize theory and policies. 54. A reflective journal for trainees helps. A. Delay performance assessment. B. Reduce instructor responsibility. C. Reinforce experiential learning and improvement. D. Replace practical evaluations. 55. What is a non-negotiable step in daily forklift inspection? A. Measuring fuel economy. B. Checking tire condition and inflation. C. Reviewing operator shift report. D. Inspecting seat position. 56. Which approach builds self-efficacy in forklift trainees? A. Frequent correction with no explanation. B. Instructor performing tasks. C. Practice with feedback and increasing complexity. D. Single demonstration with no follow-up. 57. If a trainee inspects the wrong component, the best instructional strategy is to A. Punish and start over. B. Ignore and continue. C. Pause, explain, and model correct behavior. D. Ask another trainee to take over. 58. What is the most important goal of forklift inspection training? A. Learn part numbers. B. Complete checklists quickly. C. Prevent injury and equipment damage. D. Memorize OSHA language. 59. An instructor ensures skill transfer by A. Encouraging daily application and feedback cycles. B. Assigning written summaries. C. Focusing only on knowledge recall. D. Limiting practice time. 60. What increases trainee accountability during inspections? A. Optional checklist use. B. Randomized oral testing. C. Requiring signed documentation of all steps. D. Instructor inspection only. 61. When should oil level be checked in an internal combustion forklift? A. Once weekly. B. When performance drops. C. Before each shift. D. During brake inspection. 62. What is a key advantage of integrating simulations in forklift training? A. Avoids equipment wear. B. Reduces hands-on skill acquisition. C. Prevents feedback. D. Promotes passive knowledge absorption. 63. A peer-assisted learning model in forklift inspection training is valuable because it A. Reduces instructor quality control. B. Hinders regulatory compliance. C. Encourages collaboration and reinforcement. D. Discourages accountability. 64. To ensure OSHA compliance, training records must be A. Optional. B. Destroyed weekly. C. Maintained and accessible. D. Archived indefinitely. 65. What should instructors emphasize during mast inspection? A. Sound of the horn. B. Alignment, wear, and smooth movement. C. Branding labels. D. Operator ID tags. 66. How should trainers adapt instruction for visual learners? A. Use audio lectures only. B. Provide no diagrams. C. Offer written-only manuals. D. Include charts, videos, and real demonstrations. 67. The most effective method for teaching troubleshooting is A. Reading from a manual. B. Assigning a silent worksheet. C. Hands-on problem-solving scenarios. D. Avoiding complex topics. 68. What builds intrinsic motivation during training? A. External rewards only. B. Fear of failure. C. Real-world application and autonomy. D. Competitive ranking. 69. Why is mentoring vital in forklift maintenance training? A. Decreases skill acquisition. B. Replaces formal instruction. C. Builds confidence and procedural accuracy. D. Prevents teamwork. 70. During a forklift horn inspection, the trainer should A. Skip unless defective. B. Only demonstrate in theory. C. Ensure it's loud and functional. D. Focus on switch color. Forklift Inspection and Maintenance Test. The Forklift Inspection and Maintenance Test is a professional assessment designed to evaluate an individual's knowledge and practical skills in conducting thorough pre-operation inspections and performing routine maintenance on powered industrial trucks, specifically forklifts. The test measures understanding of regulatory compliance standards, particularly those set by OSHA, and assesses the ability to identify mechanical issues, maintain safety protocols, document inspection findings accurately, and apply troubleshooting methods. It also evaluates competency in using checklists, recognizing warning signs, and ensuring equipment is in safe working order. This test is essential for trainers, operators, supervisors, and safety personnel responsible for maintaining workplace safety and operational efficiency in industrial environments. Here are the top 5 beneficial uses of the sample exam. 1. Enhances workplace safety. The test ensures that operators can identify and address potential forklift hazards before operation, reducing the risk of accidents and injuries. 2. Ensures regulatory compliance. It helps organizations meet OSHA and other safety regulations by verifying that employees are trained to perform legally required inspections and maintenance. 3. Promotes equipment longevity. Regular testing reinforces proper inspection routines, which in turn supports preventive maintenance, reduces downtime, and extends the lifespan of forklifts. 4. Improves operational efficiency. By identifying issues early, the test supports uninterrupted workflow and reduces costly repairs, contributing to smoother operations. 5. Supports professional development. It serves as a tool for evaluating and mentoring staff, enhancing their technical knowledge, accountability, and readiness for advanced safety roles.